we have here. Okay, I have a little piece about as big as this is a hair bigger than a nickel, maybe. Piece of char cloth. This is the last red one that I just broke up today, and I have a file. It seems to be my best striker right now. But just like that, 1 or 2 seconds, and I've got a ember. Now here's what I'm doing. Something very different now. This was a tip from Dean at Orion. You take a piece of char cloth, tear it in half, put the 2 torn edges together. Then I fold that in half. So now I have 4 torn edges together. And put that on the stone. And what's nice about it is it's a little bit wider of a catch for the sparks. Right there. Spark almost instantly. So to me, it's very impressive. And this is just a piece, like I say, a piece of the stone that I just sparked, or I just broke. Now here's another piece, just at random. Now this one's a little crumblier, it seems like, and the edge isn't near as sharp. It seems like the sharper the edge, the easier the sparks flow over into your char cloth. There we go. I don't know if you can see that or not, but it's burning. I'm just using the same piece of char cloth over and over again here. Now here's a piece from that same stone that I broke up. This one here is real shiny, similar to the first stone that we had. See, it sparks the shiny one sparks much better. And again, just the slightest little spark and it goes off. Now, did you notice that? I'm barely even touching the stone with the striker on these good stones. Another thing is, when you have your char cloth, and let's say you don't get a spark right away, take your finger and rough up the edge a little bit. Not saying that's going to guarantee you, but that helps me a lot. The other thing is, seems like when my char here, it's very common here, gets real humid, the sparks just bounce off it. You can see them landing all over the place. They bounce off, or they just sit there. They go out. So what I've been doing when that's happening, I blow real lightly as I'm sparking, and sometimes that'll get one of the sparks to take over. Here, look at that, half a strike. Isn't that cool? Sure is hot. In that little corner. Okay. Now here's my big test here. This is the one I'm most interested in, is the obsidian looking one. Completely black quartz probably is what it is. Oh. It's got the sound to it. I've never touched a piece of obsidian, so I can't really tell. I'm not going to mess with the sharp edge there. I'm going to go with one of these bigger edges here. Yep, it sure sparks. Let's see. See, now they're going on here. They're just not quite sticking. See, just that little bit of blowing on the spark sunk it right into the char cloth. That's my new secret. So this obsidian looking one is wicked. Whatever this is, I gotta look at this under the microscope and see if this looks just like quartz or what it looks like. But Doesn't get much better than that, guys. I'm sitting inside my little shop here, so it's actually kind of nice in here today that the roof hasn't soaked through. It's super hot outside in the in the sun, but this little room here, this room used to be our old kitchen, and we used to have a NEPA roof on it, the leaf roof. This was always at least 10 degrees cooler than the house. But even after we put we put 2 NEPA roofs on it, they were good for about 3 or 4 years apiece. And the last 6 years we've had this tin roof on it. And this room does get hot, but still not near as hot as the house does. Why I don't know. But this is kind of my little escape room. And I've got a fan up on my table up here on my bench. And the other nice thing about this room here is when I built this room here, I built it for me, not for my wife. This is going to be her kitchen and stuff, but I built everything because I'm bigger than a Filipino. All my countertops here are tall. They're 1, 2, 3, 4 blocks high, and here for them they'd have them 3 blocks high or something like that. Then I put in nice 3 to 4 inch countertops of cement. I figured someday this wouldn't be the kitchen, but for my wife, I put in a real nice semi-stainless steel sink. You know, it's as nice as they get here. We don't have actual running water. I have a faucet coming off the big tank, but it comes out fine. And this is what I made for my wife. I made a little stepping stool so that when she's cooking or whatever, she's at the right height. And worked out good. That way then when I'm working on the counters, I don't have to bend way over. But now that this is my shop, this is absolutely perfect for me. What I need to do is I need to get some kind of shelving system set up. And the hard thing here is I can't find any thin boards for shelves. I tried using the what I don't know what you call it, like the tin that you would use for tin studs. I tried using those. They're so flimsy they won't work. I have some of those in the house. They're terrible. But if I had just a shelf all the way around the top, it'd be pretty nice. See, I got it set up for me now. I have a dish strainer with some jeans sitting in there. I've got a cutting board. I've got a stainless steel pot that frying pan that my friend Alex sent us a long time ago. That's a restaurant quality pan. I bought a single burner propane stove, so I have fire out here if I want it. For the other day I cooked my dinner out here, and I got my tank down here in the ground. I'm having a problem with termites in here. Now you wouldn't think with all this cement here, why would there be termites in here? But they're coming out of the walls and the ground, and they're going up into the bamboo up on the top. And I've knocked them down 100 times, but they rebuild every night. But it's a nice little room, and I got a little counter over here. I thought this was going to eventually will be my little studio counter where I'll have my camera mounted up above it and stuff. But right now everything's full of rocks right now because I've just been screwing around with rocks. So that's all I got for now. Just to give you a little update, and I just thought the sparking of the stones was so cool. So take care, everybody. Hashtag 22 a day. And let's get the awareness out for our vets. And everybody go outside, have some fun, and be extra safe. Watch your backs, guys. Thanks for watching. Take care.